Welcome back, everybody, to Conquer and Commander. Today we're going to be looking at my Vish Kal Blood Arbiter deck in action. Just a reminder, go to puremtgo.com and look up my article series Conqueror and Commander for the complete deck list. My opponents today are Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight, which is Boros. Sometimes it's Boros aggro, sometimes it's Boros control. So we'll see what happens. Cromat, 5-color, whatever. Could be anything. And then Niv-Mizzet, who's typically a bunch of like draw spells and sometimes running Curiosity. I've got 5 lands in hand plus Necrotic Sliver and Puppeteer Click. I love Necrotic Sliver, he's good. I believe I keep this. That I do. Cromat goes first with the first turn. Wayfarer's Bauble. I draw Swords to Plowshares, and I crack my fetch land for Godless Shrine. Cromat ramps. Getting a swamp. A white bordered swamp. Boo. Is it Signet? Hero of Bladehold. Stun Sniper. Now that's something you don't see too often. It makes me believe that he's more aggro. Or not aggro, controlled. Oh yeah, so the Cromat player plays his 4th land. He's got 4 different lands. And then plays Collapsing Borders. And that's an interesting domain card. To me, it'll end up doing 1 damage a turn, I guess. The player gains 1 life for each basic land type, so I'll gain 2 life, and then it'll do 3 damage to me. So, there's no monocolored people here. It's going to do 1 damage to everybody except for Cromat, and he's going to gain life. It's just an interesting card you don't see played often. Niv-Mizzet plays Nivix Guild Mage. He gets to copy stuff or loot if he wants to. I play another land. Sword of War and Peace. That's effective against everybody at the table, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, Cromat's going to get attacked just for playing Collapsing Borders. You know, it's pretty minimal. But he deep analysis. And he plays Crozen Verge. I mean, 1 damage a turn is nothing. So, but, you know, it's enough when you play it early on to really annoy people. Niv-Mizzet loots and then attacks Cromat. I'm able to play Orzhov Signet, and I hold off on playing Hero of Bladehold. Or Necrotic Sliver at this point. He equips and attacks Cromat. So Cromat's down to 30. He flashbacks his deep analysis and then sacrifices Crozen Verge. Here's Hellkite Charger from Niv-Mizzet. And I get attacked by the Guild Mage, and the Charger goes after Gisela. Corpse Dance is fun, especially with Necrotic Sliver. So I bust the Sliver out there. And I don't feel like blowing up Collapsing Borders. I don't think the 1 damage it's doing is enough. Kumano, however, is going to be a problem. And Niv-Mizzet gets attacked. Gisela's gaining some life here, so that's not good. Phyrexian Arena for Cromat, and then Armillary Sphere to help him with his mana. Grand Colosseum and nothing. I draw Bone Horde, but that's not going to help me out too much. And I play a land. I decide to play Hero of Bladehold. And I should have attacked somebody with the Sliver, but I don't. He plays Spark Elemental. So it's a little more aggro than I was expecting. It's like a life-linking ball lightning. Sort of unexpected. And he ends up attacking me. He does not like me. So what I'm going to do is sacrifice the Sliver to blow up the sword, and then kill the Stun Sniper with my hero, and then just take the 6. That's going to drop me down to 27. And that gains Gisela some life. She's up to 47 now. Cromat sacrifices the Armillary here for some basics. He's down to 30 now. Cromat comes out to play, but Niv-Mizzet has Overwhelming Intellect. You know, it's a fun card that nobody really plays anymore. I mean, obviously it's pretty situational. People like regular hard counters. But, you know, he's going to draw 5 cards off that. So that's not a bad thing. Crystal Shard. He can bounce my hero right now if he wants, but I don't believe he does. Swiftfoot Boots. But he doesn't equip anything. The Charger goes after Gisela. Gisela goes down to 42. I go down to 26. So what I decide to do is Puppeteer Click, getting I just like the idea of using the Spark Trooper, just to gain a little bit of life back, and then I source Plowshare's Kamano, because I don't want him killing a bunch of my crap. Any of my crap. And I attack. Really, I go after Gisela, but I send one of the soldiers after Niv-Mizzet. And he blocks and gets rid of the Guild Mage. But I bring Gisela down to 34, and I go up to 33, and Gisela quits. Which is kind of sad. He wasn't in that bad a spot, but... So, Cromat plays... There goes Gisela. Bye, Gisela. Cromat plays Angel of Despair and gets rid of the Charger. It's an interesting play. And then he plays Coalition Relic. Niv-Mizzet's down to 24. He clones my Puppeteer Click. And what does he get? Necrotic Sliver. And he attacks me. I take the damage. And then when the Exile triggers on this attack, he blows up Collapsing Borders. That's fine. Whatever. It keeps... it keeps Cromat from gaining a little life. So this is the interesting part. I draw Serra Ascendant. I'm still at 31. So he can come out big, right? So first I attack and spread some damage around. Oh no, first I Corpse Dance my Necrotic Sliver. I misclick. Oh no, I don't misclick. I attack and I spread the damage around. Mainly I go after Cromat. And he ends up blocking my Puppeteer Click, which is a 4/2. Oh, because of the Battle Cry. And then my Necrotic Sliver gets blocked by this Puppeteer Click, but I'm just going to blow something up right now. And I blow up the Swiftfoot Boots. My Puppeteer Click comes back, and I get Hellkite Charger, which I exile. And Cromat comes back with Auramancer to get back Collapsing Borders, which he then replays. But it gets Blue Elemental Blasted. I can't remember the last time I saw Blue Elemental Blast played in a game. People play Red Elemental Blast because everybody loves to play blue cards. But I don't really see Blue Elemental Blast a lot. No attack from Cromat. Elixir of Immortality from Niv-Mizzet. He's not playing a bunch of draw stuff, so I'm a little surprised. Phyrexian Reclamation, which is a good card. I spread the damage around all over the place. Oh, I go mainly after Cromat, but I also attack Niv-Mizzet a little bit. And he ends up trying to use Treva's Charm to exile my hero, but I do have high market, so I can go ahead and sacrifice it. But the battle cry triggers are still on the stack, and my token making triggers are still on the stack, so. Alright, so Cromat's at 16, Niv-Mizzet's at 20, I'm at 32. That's when I decide to play Serra Ascendant. And so what happens? Cromat Path to Exiles my Serra Ascendant. You know, that's fine, whatever. And then he quits. Basically saying he doesn't like it when people play that card. I don't see why people get so upset about Serra Ascendant, honestly, because even if in a 4-player game I play him on turn 1 and I focus on one player specifically and try and kill him, it's still going to take me like 6 turns or something like that. And, you know, there's wraths, there's a bunch of individual creature kill, there's a ton of stuff out there that can deal with him. So I don't think he's that crazy. But people obviously don't like him, and, you know, he made a statement, and you know, if you don't like a creature that much, then you should put it in your comments when you're making a game. Say no Serra Ascendant or whatever, and then fine, people will know. Anyways, I forgot. Niv-Mizzet had suspended Detritivore for 1, and he uses it to blow up my Volrath Stronghold. And then he bounces his Puppeteer Click, which was a clone. And he comes out and clones my Puppeteer Click again. And he tries to get hero from my graveyard, but I have Phyrexian Reclamation. And with the trigger on the stack, I end up just bringing it back to my hand. And he attacks me with the Vor. Thawing Glaciers. I go all in. He blocks. The clone comes back. Doesn't really... Oh, clone dies because of the -1/-1 counter. At least I believe that's what happened. And then I play hero again. So he's down to 17. He uses his elixir and concedes. Alright, that's, you know, I had a lot of games like these where, you know, 2 people would concede and things would just kind of crap out. So, I apologize, but that's just what I faced this whole past week, alright? There we go. Thank you very much.